Welcome to Reinventing Broadcast, where AI meets content. Hosted by Ben Anchor. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. This is Ben coming to you from Fukuoka, Japan, and I'm here with my AI co-host Aiko. Aiko, it's been quite a week.
Hey Ben, I can already tell from your energy that something exciting happened. The first week of conferences just wrapped up, right? How are you feeling?
You know, I'm genuinely buzzing, like properly energized in a way I haven't felt in a while. The Fukuoka Co Live 2025 kicked off on October 1st, and it's been this incredible whirlwind of events, connections, and those rare conversations where you can actually feel the startup energy in the room.
I love that feeling. So walk me through it. What made this different from your typical networking events?
Well, it started with this afternoon event downtown. I was meeting folks from the JDNA organization, the Japan Digital Nomad Association. You know, I've been working with my friend on his recording music studio, so making national level connections felt really strategic. But what surprised me was meeting all these community leaders from Kyushu and Honshu, places within about 200 kilometers.
That's smart geography. People traveling through the region could easily hop between these hubs for remote work.
Yep, and the welcome event at Harbour Village had about 150 attendees. It was this beautiful evening with barbecue, buffet, music. But what really got me excited was the caliber of conversations. I met people deep into AI tech, designing agents, building real solutions. 2 of them were actually competing in the same pitch competition as me on Friday.
Wait, so you're going head-to-head with people you just met? That must add an interesting dynamic.
Right? But that's what I mean about real startup culture. It's not competitive in a cutthroat way. It's more like, hey, we're all building cool stuff. Let's learn from each other and may the best pitch win. I spent the whole week introducing what I'm doing with conversational AI voice services, agent automations, and the Nomad Collaboration Studio.
And I saw in your notes, you built something special for Ramen Tech. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, so Ramen Tech is this yearly tech trade show here, and I thought, why not design a custom agent specifically for it? I created this personalized ramen bowl generator for subscribers. They can scan their business card, the AI identifies all the fields, or they can manually import the data, and then it gets sent to an AI image model.
How long does it take to generate?
About 20 to 30 seconds, and each one's unique. It incorporates the 3 company logos, Ramen Tech, mine, and the subscriber's company, all integrated into this custom ramen bowl image. Then, there's WhatsApp delivery built in, though I discovered WhatsApp isn't as popular here in Japan as I thought.
That's such a creative way to demonstrate your tech capabilities while giving people something memorable. But I'm sensing there's a bigger story here. You mentioned a meeting with a data scientist?
Yeah, this is where things got really interesting. So I gave a talk at the engineering cafe, and this person reached out for a follow-up lunch. First time I've ever sat down with an ex-professor data scientist for a deep dive conversation like that. We spent hours just exploring possible collaborations.
What's his background?
He's working with a US startup that operates in the broadcast advertising and commercial space. They're looking at intelligent ad delivery, optimizing how commercials get placed, driving revenues for clients. And here's the thing, he's got serious domain knowledge from AI data and tech, just like I do from my broadcast consultancy work.
So you're speaking the same language? That's rare.
Well, yeah, I think he's serious about expanding into Asia, which is useful as the Interbe show is on in November. That's the massive broadcast equipment trade show. It's basically the place to get connected in the Asian broadcast market.
Okay, so here's where I'm curious. You've got your AI scheduling vision that you've been developing, and now you've got this potential partnership. How do those 2 things fit together, or do they?
That's the conundrum I'm wrestling with right now. Let me lay it out for you. I've been developing this AI scheduling vision, what I'm calling Nowcasting, that can replace or augment existing broadcast scheduling with real-time contextual intelligence. Think weather-based promo placement, mood-based ad selection, that kind of thing.
And the challenge is figuring out your go-to-market strategy?
Yeah, I'm basically at a crossroads with two paths. Option 1, target broadcasters directly. I pitch them on using scheduling systems with my AI nowcasting engine. The pros are huge. I'm solving a direct pain point. I can build a proof of concept that validates my Berkeley capstone work, and I've got domain credibility from years of broadcast consulting.
But there are cons, right?
Oh yeah. Broadcasters have notoriously long sales cycles. Getting through their buying committees is like pushing a boulder uphill. Plus, integration means navigating internal politics and legacy systems that have been in place for decades. It's more consulting-style work than scalable SaaS at first.
What's option 2?
Partner with scheduling software vendors and manufacturers. Basically, build my nowcasting logic as an AI plugin or feature layer in their existing product. The upside is faster scalability. I'm enhancing what they already sell. I can piggyback their sales pipeline, make it easier to license my IP, and it's more attractive for investment since I'm building something modular.
Let me guess. The downside is you're one step removed from the end client.
Bingo. Less strategic influence. I'm dependent on their product roadmap and integration priorities, and there's always the risk they decide to just copy my approach internally unless I've got the IP locked down tight.
So what are you leaning toward?
Here's what I'm thinking, and this is where the conversation with the data scientist gets really relevant. What if I do a hybrid approach? Start with one strong proof of concept with a broadcaster, then license or plug into tech vendors once it's proven. Use my domain knowledge plus his technical backing to land a proof of concept with a broadcaster. Deliver something tangible. AI-driven TX slot optimization, predictive promos, dynamic schedule shifting.
Document everything. Create a case study.
Well, yeah, then I take that to other broadcasters as proof I'm solving real problems. And to scheduling vendors who'd rather buy than build that logic themselves. It gives me the best of both worlds, validation from the market and a scalable distribution strategy.
That's actually really smart. What would be your first concrete use cases?
I'm thinking 3 things: weather-based promo slotting, real-time mood-based ad selection, and an AI assistant for promo planners that acts as a nowcasting layer. Nothing too complex, but enough to show the value immediately.
And data science. How does that fit into this?
We're having a second meeting to discuss working together more seriously. He fronts the problem framing and vision for the US startup's expansion into Asia. I bring the broadcast domain knowledge and local connections. Between us, we could pitch that, as together have the market understanding and technical credibility.
What's your next tactical step?
I need to use my existing network to find one pilot-ready broadcaster, someone small to mid-size, already experimenting with automation or cloud playout, and open to proof of concept arrangements. That's the wedge that opens everything else.
This is fascinating because you're literally building your career path in real time. A week ago, you were preparing for conferences. Now you've got a potential partner, a strategic framework, and a clear next action.
That's what I mean about real startup culture. These aren't just networking conversations. These are people genuinely interested in exploring opportunities, partnerships, and what's actually possible. It's energizing.
And you've still got the pitch competition on Friday?
Yep. Plus the booth at Ramen Tech on Thursday, workshop day on Saturday, and a bunch of events at the conference centre on Wednesday. It's going to be intense, but I'm here for it.
Before we wrap up, what's your biggest takeaway from this first week?
I think it's this. The difference between people who are just collecting business cards versus people who are actually building things together. When you meet someone who gets excited about the same problems you're trying to solve, who has complementary skills, and who's ready to explore how to move forward, that's when the real magic happens. That's startup culture.
I love that. All right, Ben, keep us posted on how the pitch competition goes and that second meeting with the data scientist. This is getting exciting.
Will do, Aiko. Thanks everyone for listening. If you're working on something in the broadcast AI space, or if you've navigated these kinds of strategic decisions before, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, this is Ben signing off from Fukuoka.
Thanks for listening to Reinventing Broadcast. Subscribe for more on AI content and the future of media. And visit ancast.tv for more info on Ben himself, the resources, other content, and news.